Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. Always trying to be in the sun a little bit. Maybe God is just giving me some shade. Anywho, if you don't know, I'm Star. The message I have today comes in the form of a dream. In this dream, I was at a hotel and a restaurant with my son and my husband. Okay, while we're at this restaurant, kind of vibe, my husband keeps inviting random women around. We eventually start arguing about this, and I let him know that I felt as though he was kind of putting me to the side to give these other women attention. Um, I eventually find out that he has been talking to one of them or something's going on, and he ends up leaving with them. Um, Eventually, my son's father comes and picks him up, and I am left alone waiting for my ride. Okay, that's the dream. Sheesh. Okay, the scripture comes from Hosea 7 and 3. They delight the king with their wickedness, the princes with their lies. They are all adulterers, burning like an oven whose fire the baker need not stir. From the kneading of the dough till it rises. On the day of the festival of our king, the princes become inflamed with wine, and he joins hands with the mockers. Their hearts are like an oven. They approach him with intrigue. Their passion smolders all night. In the morning it blazes like a flaming fire. All of them are hot as an oven. They devour their rulers. All their kings fall, and none of them calls on me. Okay, so God is basically saying with this dream, for somebody there, you may be feeling as though there's something going on. You may feel like your spouse, your husband, or your wife has been having an affair. God is saying that he is going to reveal this to you. He is going to reveal it to you. And I know from experience, okay, y'all already know from experience, I asked God to show me. Like, I wanted to see with my own eyes what my ex had going on, and God showed me with my own eyes. God showed me, and it hurt. It didn't feel good. It didn't make me happy. I actually was so heartbroken. I cried all day, but I can say that the tears did stop. And I just feel like God is saying that for someone, you are dealing with someone. Hold on. 7 and 1. Whenever I would heal Israel, the sins of Ephraim are exposed and the crimes of Samaria revealed. They practice deceit, thieves break into houses, bandits rob in the streets, but they do not realize that I remember all their evil deeds. Their sins engulf them, they are always before me. God is saying that even though someone, like, you may be with someone who is being really sneaky, you may be with somebody that is really like working really hard to make sure you don't find out. And to me, I feel like that's just cruel. And the cruel thing is, I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna cheat. I don't have time to cheat. I don't have time to go out and try to start another relationship. I don't have time to go and seek out to, just to do that to anyone. I feel like if it gets to a point to where you just feel like you don't want that person anymore, you should open your mouth and say that instead of cheating on someone. Or, even though, to be honest, it is going to be a sin regardless if you open your mouth and you tell that person or if you try to hide it. But I just feel like this person is trying to hide it. Like, they want to keep you in your box, and they want to have other people in that box too, and they want to be able to have everything all together. And God is saying he is not going to allow that to happen. Regardless if this person has already destroyed the union of your marriage, or if they have not, God is saying that he is watching. He is seeing everything that they are doing, and they are not about to get away with doing whatever they want to do and feeling like they don't, like, no. God is saying It is wicked what they're doing. It is not of God what they're doing. And God is saying that He is watching all of this. He is watching everything that they have been practicing, all of um, the lies, the deceit, all of the, like, just everything. And I just remember in this dream, I was getting so frustrated because, sometimes you are in a situation like this where you see your person is trying to flirt with someone, or they're being extra touchy with someone, or they're being all up on someone, that they really don't need to be up on them like that. And regardless if it's a situation where they're trying to sell something, or if it's a situation where they're trying to network, or whatever it is, you don't have to be all up on somebody, smiling all up in somebody's face and flirting out of control just to get your network on. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like God is saying that He is showing you these things because He wants you to get it. And sometimes we hear God. We hear God. We hear what God's saying. We see these hints, these clues, these red flags, and we think to ourselves, well, I didn't really see proof. Like, that really doesn't count as cheating. Or sometimes it's a situation where you actually bring it to that person's attention, and they gaslight you and say, oh, well, you're just paranoid, or oh, you're jealous, or oh, you always think I'm going to do something. You don't trust me. You don't do this. You don't do that. And God is saying that, I'm going to also add that in situations that I've been in, okay, every single time that I have had a situation where someone cheated on me, and I was hearing God tell me about what they were doing, the first thing that they screamed is, oh, you're just jealous of her. You're just hating on her. You're obsessive, or you are possessive, or you are this, or you are that. And I would be like, okay. And almost immediately afterwards, God would, bam, here it is. I want you to see what this person has been doing. I want you to see. Because in reality, God is trying to tell you what is going on. God is telling you. God is whispering it to you. God isn't screaming. God isn't yelling and knocking stuff over. God is whispering, hey, listen, this is what's going on. Hey, listen, this is what happened. And this person, they screaming and they loud, and they trying to make sure that you don't believe what God is telling you. And God is saying that they are trying to make Him out to be a liar. They are trying to make Him out, like, every time that they gaslight you and they tell you no, that you're just feeling some kind of way about somebody, you're jealous of somebody, or you hating on somebody, or you trying to hold them back, or you doing this, you doing that. God says in reality they are saying those things to Him, because He is the one that's telling you these. He is the one that's revealing this to you. He is the one that is sending you dreams, sending you messages, sending you red flags every time. He is the one that is letting you know what's going on. And He is also the one that is going to stick His foot on top of this person's neck for messing with your heart in the way that they are. And like, it's a really messed up situation, because even in the dream, it was kind of like He was trying to introduce me to these women, and I was like, okay. And then it turns out that he's been, having an affair, and it's just kind of like, why would you even bring me around somebody that you're messing around with? And I think the most disrespectful part, because I have dealt with this situation before, like I told y'all, and the thing that frustrated me the most is that the whole time this other woman knew what was going on. The whole time this other woman knew that I was the wife, or I was the girlfriend, and that she was the side piece. And the whole time I had no idea. The whole time this woman was plotting on me. The whole time this woman was side-eyeing me. The whole time this woman is trying to come up with all kind of schemes, sending people to fight me, sending people to cause me harm, sending people to put stress and drama in my life. And I had no idea why or what was going on. And It's really messed up. It is messed up that this person is doing this. Like, whoever this is that's doing this is really dirty. Like, to be honest. And y'all know I don't deal with no cheating. I don't deal with no cheating. I don't deal with no second wife. I don't deal with no. I don't care about none of that. No. No, no, it's too many diseases out here. It's too many things that could be going on. I don't like to the least to the least expecting of yeast infections. Like, I don't have time for none of that. I don't have time for none of that. Like, as I've been celibate until I got married, and I know that I'm good, and it should be no reason. And I just feel like, some. I was literally just watching this video yesterday, and God just reminded me of it. Some people are not meant to be married. And as a pastor, I don't like saying that, but I feel like that is the truth for someone who feels as though they have to have everybody. For someone that feels as though they want to have a different person every day. For someone that feels as though one person is not enough. Because it's not fair for someone who wants to mess around with 10 different people at the same time to try to tie down somebody that just wants one person. Because the whole while you are just faithful to this one person, they are giving their self away to any and everybody that they possibly can. And you know, that's the message, y'all. A long story short, God is saying that not only you have been feeling, this is for somebody, please test the spirit, okay? First of all, this is for somebody that you have been feeling like there's something going on. Number two, you have been getting hints, regardless to if it, like how it is in this dream, this person has brought his mistresses or her misters, whatever, around you in such a way, like, and pretending like they're friends or somebody that they just cool with. And God is saying that this person has been treating you funny. Like, you can tell, like, you feel it. You can feel that it's something else going on. And it's because this person, like, they may look sad towards you and your person when y'all are together, or they may start getting in their feelings, or they may act like they feel some kind of way, or they're bothered, or they're annoyed, or they're emotional, or they're sad. Watch what kind of music this person may be playing when you and your person come around. Watch, like, their emotions, their mood swings. God is saying that this person has been showing you signals and signs too, but they have been doing it in a passive aggressive way because they don't want your person to get on them. But God said everything that's done in the dark will come to the light. In Jesus' name, everything done in the dark, it will come to the light. It is coming to the light. It's coming to the light. It's coming to the light. They can't hide no more. And God is doing this. God is doing this because it is not fair to you. It's not fair to you. And on top of that, you don't need to be in the way of God putting his foot down on this person, because this person may end up with some kind of STD or some kind of disease because they refuse to just sit down and be with one person. But that's their business. God is saying that it is not fair for you to end up in the crossfire of that, because you ain't had nothing to do with that. You are faithful. You are doing like God asked you to. You're not trying to go around and see who you can be with. You're not trying to go around and see what else is out there. You are as faithful as you can possibly be. And God is saying that He got you. He got you. And He wants you to know what's going on. And it's not because He wants you to be hurt. It's because you need to know the truth. And it's also, once again, because He don't want you to be hurt. Because, like I said, this person is they not going to stop. I just feel like they not going to stop. And they don't care. And, as much as, like, you may think that them making not allowing people to tell you what's going on is their way of caring, but in reality, if they cared, they wouldn't do it. If they cared, they wouldn't treat you that way. If they cared, that y'all would have remained friends. Y'all would have never even took it to the point to where it is, where you are in love and they are going to break your heart. Okay, but That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to donate to the New Year's Day plate giveaway, you can do so by using my Cash App. I love you guys to bits and pieces, and I'll see you later. Deuces.